Let's take a look at what we're doing here in week 4. Topic this week is on population growth and biomes. You have a brief overview, your learning objectives, so we'll look at how ecologists measure and study populations, how populations grow, the concept of carrying capacity, what that means for animals and the human population, interactions between species, and then we'll also look at some of the key biomes of the world, both aquatic and terrestrial. Information from this week is coming from chapters 19 and 20, and you have several different videos to watch. Over here on the weekly lecture is a video on ecosystem ecology. It's very well done. You also have one on the ecology of wolves in Yellowstone, which is a very interesting video showing how when the wolves were reintroduced back into Yellowstone, not only did it affect the biotic components, the living species that were there, it actually also changed the way that the rivers flowed. This keystone species being reintroduced actually caused a physical change in the geography of how the rivers flow through that area. And then you can also see animation showing how the human population has changed through time. This week's Labster simulation will have you set up a virtual experiment on competition and to learn how you would set up an experiment to show competition and then how you might quantify the extent of that competition between species. For your discussion this week, you're going to research the ecosystem where you live, your local ecosystem. You're going to list some of the characteristics of this. So where are you? What is the temperature and rainfall like in that area? What are some of the major plants and animals? And it wants you to make sure that you incorporate at least 2 of the 10 items that are listed here. Notice when it says photos of the organism, it wants you to actually take these photos, not download them. You don't have to include photos, but if you do, they need to be your own photos. And then you need to include some key references. As always, your first post is due Thursday, and then you are to provide feedback to 2 of your peers, and this gives you some guidelines on what that feedback should include. Your week 4 assignment is to add to your endangered species website in your Google site. Here you're going to create your ecology page. So you already have your home page, evolution and biology page. Now you have your ecology page. It wants you to explain your organism's niche in its environment, interactions with other organisms in the environment. Once again, make sure that you use 5 terms from these chapters. For these key terms, you want to link them out to the Wikipedia definition. And of course, you want to make sure that you include your resources. Since we're talking about the website, I want to go back into announcements for a moment and make sure that you see the announcement I posted here, having issues with your website posting to Canvas. So take a look at this message because it describes one of the key issues I think I found with some of you where I can't open your assignment the way that it's posted. And then you can also look at this video that shows you how to set it correctly. And it also maybe will show you some other tricks and tips for your website. It does show you in here how to boldface those terms and then to link them out to the Wikipedia definition. So if you're not sure how to do that, go and watch this video. It will show you how. After that assignment, you will take a quiz on chapters 19 and 20, and then you just have your checklist. Let me also show you in the announcements that there are also some concept videos that go with this week's assignment. If you find it easier to learn from watching the videos and hearing this explained to you, these go over most of those concepts in the chapters. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know.